Hi, this is Kyle Farlow with the AMPM Guide Service and Hooked in Travel, and today we're going over the Hook Series Fish Finder for ice fishing, the settings and the programming.
We'll basically, when we're finished teaching you on this video, show you how to make any hook series better than any flasher on the market. Okay guys, you can turn any Lowrance product into an ice fishing unit by buying a gel cell, which is just a big old battery that's AGM gel cell. We recommend anything above a 9 amp hour so you have longer run time. If you're going to take a battery ice fishing, please insulate it with carpet insulation or put it in a tackle box with spray foam around it. If you keep the battery warm, you'll get twice the length run time. So right now, the Hook 2 series, they make a Hook 2 ice transducer, which is the same as a Hook Reveal ice transducer. And if you have an HDS or a FS series or a Live series, you can get the black pin transducer, and it's known as the 9P ice transducer. So these are just simple additions that you can make your summer unit into an ice unit. So we're going to talk about setting up the unit for ice fishing. So right now we've installed a Lowrance ice transducer designed for the Hook series onto the Hook series. So we hit the page button, we go to the fish finder button, we press enter. So we've got the ice transducer put in the unit. We hit the menu button, it's on auto mode, we press the enter button, which is also the menu button, and we go to ice fishing. We press the enter button, which is the menu button. So we've got ice fishing. We run down to advanced and we press enter. Ping speed, we want as many pings as we can, which is 6 times in 1 second, which is your vertical flasher bar. Our scroll speed, which is the rate of return, we want to increase it probably about 6 times, because that way the rate of refresh is a lot greater, so we can see our jig going up and down. So we press exit because we've already increased the scroll speed. We turn off the top filter because we don't need to see what's on top. Okay, and then we go back to the options. So we go to the options, we press enter. We go to palette number 13. Now, if you're not colorblind, color number 13 allows you to see the silt and the whitefish and the smelt coming across the silt. So what we're going to do is leave the unit as such. If we move the cursor, oops, it stops the unit. So right now, on the demonstration screen, we're in 25.2 feet of water. If we zoom in, move the cursor down, first zoom in shows us the bottom 15 feet. Hit the zoom in again, bottom 23 feet. So 19 to 26, so we bottom 5 feet of the lake. Zoom in again. Now we have the bottom, here we are. So 26 to 20. So we're getting some really good definition or target definition from the bottom. So now we're going to turn up the sensitivity. I need to see the jig. This is just a demonstration screen, but we're going to turn up the power to see the silt on the bottom, and we need to see our bait above the silt. So we hit the menu button, we go to sensitivity, we press enter, and we increase the sensitivity. Now I'm going to try to stop the cursor on the simulation screen. But as I increase the sensitivity, I'm going to see more definition on the bottom. Okay, so that's all we've, now let me exit. So I've increased the sensitivity. I'm going to zoom back out right now because the simulator's flying on us. Okay, so our sensitivity right now is too high on the demo screen. I'm going to try to stop the screen, hit the menu, turn the sensitivity down now. So we're just turning down the power level so we can see the fish. Okay, so what we're doing was we're zooming in, bringing our cursor to the bottom. So right now, we've got the bottom from 24 to 44. Zoom in again, move the cursor up, zoom in again, move the cursor down. So I've got the bottom 31 to 43. So that's my detail. I turn up the power now. And as I increase the sensitivity, I'm going to see the silt. I just want to have the sensitivity so I can see the silt in my jig head going up and down. And that's the key to a unit without using the flasher mode. Now, for those of us that want to use a flasher, which I highly do not recommend, so we're going to hit the menu button. We're going to go to more options. We go to the split, and we're going to turn on the flasher, because some of you guys might want the flasher, which we highly don't recommend, and I'll explain why. The flasher is going to show you the bottom. You're going to turn up the sensitivity until you see your jig, which is going to be a vertical flash line. So here we are, exit, exit, turn up the sensitivity. So as I increase the sensitivity, you're going to see more detail on the screen. The key with a fish finder that scrolls across is when you see a fish come through, such as a whitefish, it's going to come through on the screen as a zigzag. If you see it on a flasher, the flasher is just going to show the movement of the fish, but you can't make out what type of fish it is. On the fish finder mode, you'll see a big fish, you'll see the little fish, and you'll see it scroll across, and you have your scroll back. So first of all, we're going to turn off the flasher. So we go back down to more options. We get rid of the flasher mode. Now we're going to see what type of fish. We're going to see the silt on the bottom. We're going to see the bait, the jigging of the minnow or the lure just above the blue line, which is your silt level. And that's what you want to see, and that's the whole idea of this system. So the unit can be quite friendly if you understand how to use the sensitivity. So always look at the bottom, always zoom in. You actually have 8 zoom ins on any hook series, which means 0 to 100, 50 to 100, 25 to 100, 12 to 100, or the bottom 6 feet of the bottom. It's very important to have the zoom ins, and that's the whole key of using a sonar instead of a flasher. Now, you also have the ability to hit the page button and to run 2 sonars. So we're going to run 2 sonars now. Enter. We are going to go sonar, enter, sonar, enter. We can run 2 separate frequencies at the same time, which you cannot do on any single flasher. So we're going to do this on this system. So this is an incredible feature. So we're going to program the left side right now, which we've already done. The right side hasn't been programmed yet. So the left side, we'll go back to color number 13 because the demo mode kicks me out every 4 minutes. So we're going to make sure that all the settings are good. We go to the options and go back to color number 13. Now, cone on the left side is 6 degrees. 6 degrees from center line is high chirp. Exit, exit. Now we go on the left screen, so we move the screen over. Now we have the highlighted orange. We press menu. We go to ice fishing. We go to advance. Our scroll speed, we got to go to +6. Okay. Turn off the top filter again. Enter. And go back to color number 13. So now we go beside a gentleman with a flasher, and we have a unit with a 6-degree cone and a 19-degree cone. I don't want a 19-degree cone. I hit the menu button, and I would like to have a 140-degree cone. So I'm fishing Lake Simcoe. I've got a 6-degree cone, a 140-degree cone. I'll see fish 7 times wider, so at least I see fish nearby but not in my cone angle. So that allows you to run 2 cones at the same time, and you have to fine-tune the sensitivity on each screen. So on this screen, I'm not going to see my jig because I've got such a wide area, but on this screen, I will see my jig. So I go back to this side of the screen, I press the menu button, and I go to the sensitivity. So I would increase my sensitivity until I see what I need to see. So that's just setting up your unit. Okay, more sensitivity, less sensitivity. So I was just trying to explain how to run the unit. One last thing. There's information that you can put on any screen, and when we're ice fishing, I don't really need my speed. I don't need all this other information. I won't have water temp. This is on a demo screen. So I hit the power button. I go to my edit. I go enter. I get rid of the speed. So I delete the speed. Depth is good. I go to water temp and menu, delete, and then I hit the options button and I add. I want to know my voltmeter and my time. So I go down to other. I want my voltage, so I know how my battery's doing, and I want to know what time it is during the day because it gets dark really fast. Save everything. So on my screen, I've got my depth, my voltmeter, and my time. And that's all I need to know when I'm ice fishing. All right, guys. I hope you guys learned a good deal of setup on the hook series of Lowrance fish finders. Some key points. You've got up to 8 different zooms. The zooms are so important so you can fine tune the silt level, how much inorganic or organic matter you have, and you want to see your jig above the silt level. That's the first thing. The second thing is you can run any 2 cone angles on the same screen, which no other flasher will allow you to do. So if you're fishing an area and you don't see anything on the wide screen, that means you're not in a productive area. So learn your sensitivities, learn your zoom ins. If there's any questions, just email Mr. Farley and he'll try to get some answers for you guys.
Thanks for watching our video today, and if you like it, please like and subscribe and share it for us. Have a good one, guys.